Greetings, denizens of the digital world of Zai, the serial killer, coming to you today on day 80 of the year of vlogging dangerously. 80? Yeah, it's like I'm completely unsure of what the day is. Again, this is typical. I count well, good, and stuff like I do English. Yeah, so, today is, of course, day 80 of the year of vlogging dangerously, and I'm going to get a little political again. Wee bit, just because I want to be amused by the American election. I'm bored as fuck by Canadian elections. Let's just put it that way. Canada's politics, while they have more of an impact on me, obviously, because I work for the government, they bore the hell out of me. Our politicians are bland at the best of times. Yeah. And laughably stupid at the worst. You know, some of them you just want to wonder how anybody thought in the blue hell they could be a politician, let alone the Prime Minister. We're talking people that make David Kucinich's alien sightings seem intellectual. Anyway, so American politics amuse me more, and I find CNN is one of my bigger sources of news these days, as much as it's sad. Canadian news just, you know, people call American news newsfotainment. The biggest site for news in Canada I can find is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation site, and oh wait, they care more about what's on their television programs than the news most of the time. On a typical CNN spread, you're going to find the vast majority of the page, like this entire section in the front, the vast majority is dedicated to at least news-ish items. You know, there may be some entertainment crap in there, but really to get a lot of entertainment, you have to at least go to the entertainment tab on the top of the browser, on the top of their page. For CBC, you have a little tiny column here of news. Oh wait, giant picture, little news around it. A middle row of news, and then the entire right-hand side of the site is bloody entertainment stuff. It's dedicated to what's on their channel at the time. And of the news articles they highlight, hockey gets a third of it. Hockey alone. I know we all like our hockey in Canada, but that's not news. That's sports news, which should be in its own fucking page, not the main page of a news site. Of course, it's not a news site, it's the CBC site. So we don't have many purveyors of good news in Canada. Thus, I rely on CNN. And it's CNN and various other sources, including the Conan O'Brien show, which I watched last night for the first time in ages, have drawn my attention a fun little fact. Rick Santorum, my most worrisome candidate of the entire election cycle, he's declared war on porn. Like, the war on drugs, I understood it. But it's a war on a concept, not a physical entity, right? This is the problem with, since I can remember my entire life, there have been politicians that have been waging war on things that you can't actually fight. Drugs. You can't shoot drugs. You can't shoot cocaine and do anything but have a giant cloud of cocaine come in the air, and most likely your soldiers get high and then shoot shit they're not supposed to shoot, okay? No, you can't shoot cocaine. You can't shoot marijuana. You can't shoot meth. You fight the problem. Yes, I understand, but the goofy nebulous war on drugs, it's a dumb thing. It's so open-ended that they use it to fund a shitload of shady crap that that crackdowns and stuff like this, that, yes, it gets results, but on the way a lot of freedoms are broken, right? The war on terror, same thing. A lot of shady shit has come out of the war on terror, and terror is an abstract, it's not a physical being. They didn't go to war with, they didn't go to war with Saddam, they didn't go to war with the Taliban, they went to war on terror. That's not right. Now, the war on illegal pornography. Now, if you're talking kiddie porn and freaky snuff porn and shit like that, I'm down with going to war with that. I'm down to stopping it. Not going to war with it. You don't go to war with porn. But I'm down with getting rid of that shit. It's disgusting. But at the same time, if you're going to go to war with something, you define it clearly. Apparently, illegal pornography in Rick Santorum's eyes is any porn. It's like the guy doesn't want to be the president, because you don't announce to America that you're going to get rid of porn, because you know the vast majority of people in the country, I'm pretty sure they look at porn. They may say they don't, but they do. Those freaky bastards. And I've actually seen interview things. I've seen snippets now where he's saying he doesn't care about unemployment. He doesn't care about unemployment. He almost vomited, I believe it was, after hearing JFK say, yeah, this is going way back, I guess, after hearing JFK say that the president should not speak about his religion, it should be a private matter. It's like the guy says all these things that just don't seem right. And here's a guy that wants to go to war with Iran, which is my biggest issue, is this war with Iran stuff. The saber rattling on both ends is just fucking ridiculous. It's almost like the guy realized that he's not winning right now, so he might as well just go fuck nuts crazy. It's time to drop out, maybe. That's just my take on it. Maybe it's time to realize that you're not gonna win. The longer this, the longer the Republican side of things goes, the stronger Obama gets in the eyes of America, in my mind, because all he has to do is sit back and go, look at them fucking idiots. This is just my take. I'm not saying one way or another who I'd vote for, because I'm not actually taking sides. I'm just pointing out, fucking hell, Santorum, you seem like you're trying to destroy yourself. You seem like. That's just me. Anyway, I've been 7 minutes of ranting now, and, yeah, wow. I think I'm going to stop. If you've watched this, you know, if you've watched the whole thing and don't hate me for being political right now, I'm going to say, I, as usual, have been the serial killer. Questions, comments, concerns, and death threats, you know where to put them. Put them in the comments section below. I'll see you all tomorrow.